in order to achieve something, you have to become the person that's capable of achieving it. You know, like if someone gave me $1 million business now, I'd run the thing into the ground tomorrow because I didn't build it. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know what skills, what characteristics, what kind of mindset, what kind of even belief systems it requires to actually hold on to that business, let alone even build it. So it's like I always say, even with coaching, if I gave someone the results and gave them a six pack within 2 weeks, they'd be fat within another 2 weeks. And I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Hold on, are you offering 6 packs in 2 weeks? I'll take one of them just for 2 weeks.
Yeah, a six pack
I
of
don't
Guinness.
care. I'm fat now. I'll be fat in 2 weeks. Just give me 2 weeks of fun. I'll get me
Eric
photos
obviously hasn't seen the afters of all those people, the Biggest Loser over the years. They lose all the weight and they put it all back on within a couple of years afterwards.
They were happy for them
Exactly.
2 weeks. Don't worry about them.
They died to get that weight and they went right back up again. I don't think they were happy. Just before we talk about your first marathon, Aaron, I just want to go back to moving 101 second and getting into running. How much has that, or has it influenced your own coaching now with people? Has it influenced you to do more mobility and stuff in your sessions? Even though you came from more of a strength training background, I'm assuming you had, with all that building up into it and running. Does that influence how you train people now, or was that just excruciating rehab I had to do to get to where I am now?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. I wouldn't obviously take someone to the level that I went to. I don't think, most people that like want coaching or whatever probably won't need that level. And if they were to be honest, I'd just send them straight to the source. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even bother trying to touch on that sort of stuff. But I definitely have added an element of mobility to the work that I do with my clients, 100%, because at the end of the day, I'm all about achievements and, breaking sub three and doing just things that you never thought possible. Like that's what I'm all about, and just being curious to see what your body is capable of if you're willing to push it to its absolute limits. But I'm also about longevity as well, and that's why I talk about like stress management for myself and like recovery and ensuring that I'm on top of all of the stuff that most people really don't take seriously enough. But again, is that why the injury rate is so high for marathon training? Do you know what I mean? Because doesn't everybody want to do the training? Doesn't everybody want to go out and hit a PB? But nobody really wants to go to bed at 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening. Do you know what I mean? Nobody really wants to set boundaries with their phone. Nobody really wants to eat a salad instead of a pizza. Listen,
Hey, accusations, Aaron, accusations.
listen, you know what?
You know what? Keep your 6 pack, bud. Keep it.
Don't worry. Me and my missus were only talking about death row meals earlier, and mine is a pizza. So I'm not asking anyone to give up pizza here. But basically, what I mean by that is like the majority of the work that needs to be done is generally boring, and I'm all about longevity. So it definitely has influenced the way that I coach clients. But at the same time, a really well structured program, and this is what the lads at Movement 101 also helped me understand. A really well structured program will actually improve your mobility as a result of the specific programming, So like there's an element of, like certain mobility if someone has like a certain niggle or if they're running into a certain issue. But like when someone is doing strength training and they have the correct programming, it will improve their mobility at like the end ranges, which is where most people get injured. So it will improve their mobility. It will improve how robust their body is and essentially what a level of impact and stress they can take on, So it has influenced, but not in the way that I've just become this kind of mobility coach, that way. I've definitely added elements of it into it, but not to the level that the lads